Welcome to the Ola Hawatmeh Show on American One. My special guest, Bernie Moreno, running for U.S. Senate in Ohio. Up next, stay tuned. Special guest today, Bernie Moreno, running for U.S. Senate. Such a fan. Bernie, thank you for coming on.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's great to see you again. You had a great trip to Ohio, which I'm sure you loved.
Yes. You've become a household name. You're everywhere. Tell me about what's going on with the campaign. How's it going?
It's going amazing. So if you look at each of the key indicators, so number one, grassroots. So we have over 500 individuals, county commissioners, sheriffs, school board members from every corner of the state that have endorsed my campaign. We have 35 national endorsements, including 4 sitting United States senators. We got Marco Rubio, of course, my home state, J.D. Vance, Senator Mike Lee, Senator Lummis. We're really proud of that. We got Newt Gingrich, we got Kerry Lake, we got Charlie Kirk at Turning Point. Then you look at the next metric, which is fundraising, and we're absolutely doing great there. Number one fundraiser in the GOP, not an incumbent, 2 quarters in a row. And then we just started advertising about 3 weeks ago. And with 3 weeks of advertising, we're already number one in the polls.
Well, what I feel makes you different. I know what makes you a different candidate than the rest, but I'll let you answer. What makes you different?
I'm an outsider. I'm a business person. I'm not going to Washington, D.C. because I woke up one day and wanted a job or a career. I'm going because this country gave me every opportunity in the world to succeed. I came from another country, came from Colombia, South America, became a citizen when I was 18, bought a tiny little dealership, turned into a big group of dealerships. And I think what we need, Ola, is people in Washington, D.C. who've done something in their lives, like President Trump, who are willing to make the sacrifice to go there to serve, not to make money, not like Joe Biden and the crime family that is that family where they go pillage our country. We're sick of career politicians. We're done with career politicians. That's the message I'm hearing all over the state, loud and clear.
You are one of my favorite candidates in the country because of your background, your work ethic. I remember early on in the early stages of your campaign, you were out there in the car, grassroots campaigning. You're not a politician. You're a conservative outdoor entrepreneur fighting for Ohio. That is your tagline. And that's everything that we need in America today.
Yeah, absolutely. Driving 2,000 miles a week to every corner of the state. I have 4 adult kids, so they're grown. So my wife comes with me everywhere I go. This is what I do full time every single day. I've sold all of my operating businesses. I believe if people go to DC, they shouldn't have conflicts of interest. I don't own any operating companies, don't have any individual stocks. I think that's really important because we look at what we've seen in DC. It's unbelievable. These are people who are relatively mediocre people, would not have survived in the private sector. They go to DC and they become incredibly wealthy. Of course, who suffers? The working class American, the ordinary American that just wakes up every day, wants to go to work, take care of their family, go to church, and they're seeing their wages drop. They're seeing their cities fall apart. They're seeing their schools indoctrinate their kids. It's totally crazy. And we're going to fix it. We just have to get President Trump back in office. We got to capture the Senate. And my race, this Ohio race, is the key to getting the Senate back in Republican hands.
Absolutely. I wish we could multiply you in America. Where can my viewers make a pledge, and what events do you have coming up?
So we have a great event in Houston coming up on December 12th. We have events all over Ohio, almost every single day. We have an event in Ohio. We're going to have an event coming up in Florida in January. Then we're back, of course, all over Ohio. But then go on the website, BernieMoreno.com. Any amount matters. If it's $5, $50, or $500, is extremely meaningful. I got to tell you something you may not have seen. So my opponents are career politicians, both of them. 30 years of public office, young guys, nice enough guys, but career politicians. They've branded me a slick used car salesman. But think about that for a second. It just shows you their elitism. It shows you that what they think is honorable is to be a career politician. They look at me, somebody who's owned car dealerships, and said, well, he's just a used car salesman. Why on earth would he take and vilify the tens of thousands of people who sell cars that wake up every day to go do an honest job, to come home and knowing that if they don't perform, they can't take care of their family, but they use it as some sort of insult. Whereas I look at it and go, that's the best compliment I can get, because that person works hard.
I agree. I think what they did is help you.
Absolutely. And again, thousands of salespeople all over the state of Ohio, an entire industry that they're degrading, because it just shows you who they really are. They're the old school Republican Party. They don't understand what President Trump has done and changed who we are as Republicans. We're the party of the working class, of the forgotten American, the person that's gotten screwed over and over again because our leaders sold our country out instead of putting America first. That's who this party is, and that's who I'm very proud to represent.
Absolutely. To my viewers, please make a pledge. I'm going to put out his site, but make a pledge to Bernie. We need pledges from all around the country, different states. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you, Ola.